the crowd, but raise the sharp blazers, that's an impress. We ultimate tour, from Sandland, no stress. Get set for the thrill, it's game time now. I was sent into the crowd, let me show you how. Scores are dropping, wheels are turning, aces high. We're rocking every moment, reaching for the sky. So catch your breath and strap in tight. We're bringing the heat, it feels so right. Lights are flashing, the crowd's in a roar. Get ready for action, it's what we live for. Electric vibes and the energy's on. We're taking the stage, it's time to get it on. 3 highlights, the thrill of the game. From the courts to the field, you remember the name. Scrap your snacks, settle in for the ride. It's game day, baby. Let's take it in stride. Are you ready to rumble? The stage is set. With the lights ablaze, and no room for regrets. It's hours of screaming, adrenaline's popping. From the kick-up to the buzzer, the excitement is jumping. So grab your chest and the game's ignite. I see the game's ignite. Bringing the thunder, it feels so right. Thunder, it feels so right. Welcome to the showdown, it's time to ignite. With the low ball the air, bringing you the fight. With the crowd roaring and the tension so thick. Get ready for highlights, every kick and flip. From the field to the crowd, be breaking it down. Tracking every move from the ace to the crown. But raise the sharp blazers, that's an impress. We ultimate tour, from Sandland, no stress. Get set for the thrill, it's game time now. I was sent into the crowd, let me show you how. Scores are dropping, wheels are turning, aces high. We're rocking every moment, reaching for the sky. So catch your breath and strap in tight. We're bringing the heat, it feels so right. Lights are flashing, the crowd's in a roar. Get ready for action, it's what we live for. Electric vibes and the energy's on. We're taking the stage, it's time to get it on. 3 highlights, the thrill of the game. From the courts to the field, you remember the name. Scrap your snacks, settle in for the ride. It's game day, baby. Let's take it in stride. Are you ready to rumble? The stage is set. With the lights ablaze, and no room for regrets. It's hours of screaming, adrenaline's popping. From the kick-up to the buzzer, the excitement is jumping. So grab your chest and the game's ignite. I see the game's ignite. Bringing the thunder, it feels so right. Thunder, it feels so right. Welcome to the showdown, it's time to ignite. With the low ball the air, bringing you the fight. With the crowd roaring and the tension so thick. Get ready for highlights, every kick and flip. From the field to the crowd, be breaking it down. Tracking every move from the ace to the crown. But raise the sharp blazers, that's an impress. We ultimate tour, from Sandland, no stress. Get set for the thrill, it's game time now. I was sent into the crowd, let me show you how. Scores are dropping, we
One lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
This is the one you want to lead. If the caution comes out, it's over.
Hocevar in the wall, turned around in front of the field. Around goes Jones. Ricky Stenhouse to the front. Elliott around the outside.
Still green.
Reddick on the bottom. Reddick, Elliott.
The help's on the outside. Here comes Chase Elliott. Can it be?
Yes,
Chase Elliott.
Stuck in the middle with no help.
Zane Smith with him. On the bottom is Tyler Reddick. They come up single file. Zane Smith's going to have one shot at Chase Elliott, NASCAR champion, most popular driver, trying for the win, and Reddick to the top side. He's got help. Riley Herbst, his teammate. Reddick drops to the bottom. Alongside Elliott, in the wall goes Herbst, and Tyler Reddick comes to the line.
Wow.
A shower of sparks behind him.
Unbelievable.
Unreal.
Didn't really hear of him all day long until the last lap. Daytona proves yet once again it's all about the last lap.
That's the only lap that you have to lead. What a great job there by Tyler Reddick at the end.
The 30-year-old from Corning, California, will get his 9th career win in his 219th start.
Do we get it? Just want to be sure before we...
Did not wait for that move. As soon as he got to the bumper, he went around him. That was a great move by Reddick. Shot back to the bottom. The 9 was a sit and duck. Couldn't block both ways.
Get set for the thrill. It's game time now. I will send you to the crowd. Let me show you how. Scores are dropping, wheels are turning, paces high. We're rocking every moment, reaching for the sky. So catch your breath and strap in tight. We're bringing the heat, it feels so right. Lights are flashing, the crowd's in a roar. Get ready for action, it's what we live for.
What up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to ROMA Sports, where we go around the world and talk sports. I'm AK, your favorite guy, and tonight the great American race had a fantastic finish. Baseball is back in the news, not for a good reason, and we recap the All-Star game and possibly the expansion teams that are coming to the NBA. What's up, guys? How you doing?
Fantastic, bro. Great lead. Let me tell you something. Navasa's been egging me on, NASCAR. Get into it. Change your lifestyle. Voyage out. Let me tell you something. That was exciting. Super exciting. So I appreciate the advice on that. What's up, Navas? What's going on?
Well, it sounds like expansion is in the air today, whether it's MLB and NBA, hell, even the WNBA. But you are welcome for that, taking in the opportunity to watch 200-mile-an-hour cars make another left turn.
Yeah, bro, and the best thing about it is they moved it up a day early, so I got excited a day earlier.
No, not a day, an hour.
An hour.
Why in the world did you bring the WNBA into this?
Because
I said it.
You mean like the WNBA retraction?
I know what I said.
Oh, you mean the demolition? Oh man, don't get me started on that one. That's a whole. I'm totally willing to go down.
Yeah, and you're not talking.
Again, I did want to get started on that. Hey, Roma, you've triggered my tisms for months and episodes on going now. I finally got one of yours.
Yes, you did. You did. Well, you know what? For all you people with all the tisms, also make sure you go to RideMiddleAmerica.com. Check out our Marietta shows. Make sure you follow me at the Real Roma _AK on X. You got Lemongrag on X for Gargi and Lord Navasa, spelled Navasa, like on the screen. At the top of the page, you got our socials, and then down at the bottom, as we got our merch site, we can make a monetary contribution and also get some great Roma fashion. So comment, and subscribe.
Really quickly, the hats. Obviously, you're rocking one now. I have two. The hats are off the hook. I mean, listen, check out the merch, bro. super cheap, great quality. I mean, helping out the rise. Let's go, bro. You know.
Absolutely. All right. So without further ado, it's First and Furious. All right, guys, this is from KDH News. Daytona 500 and NBA All-Star Game surge in views despite competition from Winter Olympics. The Daytona 500 and the NBA All-Star Game drew bigger TV audiences over the last year, even with the Winter Olympics on. Let's see. The Daytona 500 NBA All-Star Game posted audience gains on Sunday despite going up against the Winter Olympics. Tyler Reddick win in Daytona 500 drew an average of 7.49 million viewers on Fox, up 11% from last year. It was the most watched NASCAR season opener since 2023, when 8.17 million viewers tuned in. It was also the most watched non-Olympic sporting event last week. According to Nielsen, the audience peaked at 9.15 million for the finish. The race also did not have a rain delay for the first time in 3 years, which helped bring in more views. Last year's race was delayed for more than 3 hours. The 2024 race was moved to Monday. NBA All-Star Game on NBC averaged 6.73 million views, but the total audience across NBC, Peacock, and Telemundo was 8.8. It was the most watched NBA All-Star Game since 2011, which also in Los Angeles an average 9.1 million views. So let's start with I'm gonna let Navasa here go off on a little rant. So let's talk a little bit of NASCAR, since we're not as familiar with NASCAR as you are.
And neither is Telemundo.
Telemundo.
Okay, number one, I finally get a chance to go ahead and rectify my lack of NBA knowledge by shitbagging on your guys' lack of NASCAR knowledge. So I think a fair trade is no robbery.
Yeah, we're going to school. We're trying to learn.
Exactly.
Okay, number two, like the cold opening saw or that you showed, it was two stupid crashes. Both of them completely unnecessary. Both of them were completely avoidable. But such is the life of restrictor plate racing. But the big things on what we saw with the Daytona 500. Number one, yes, Tyler Reddick won. But his owner is Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jordan just went ahead and kicked NASCAR's ass in court back in December after finding out that NASCAR executives called Richard Childress, one of the big founders of NASCAR, a stupid redneck.
Uh-oh.
All right.
And then number two, Go ahead. And then number two, more importantly, with this win, Tyler Reddick is not in the playoffs. They've done away with winning you're in. So it's a 26 race regular season, but a 10 race playoff instead of that round robin elimination BS.
Right. And that's why I believe the viewership's up. We got a little bit of some brand new excitement. 25-year anniversary of Dale Earnhardt's death.
It was a silent third crash.
That'll bring some audience as well. But really quickly, to take out of that final lap, the guy who crashed first, Hosheva, he was the leader.
Yes.
So for him to just wreck the half a lap to go, and Mr. Reddick to swoop in there, I don't know if you guys noticed, Jordan retired number 45, Reddick 45.
Hey.
Pop off on that. And Keselowski goes from 10 to 5, which was big for him as well.
Keselowski,
Right.
So the other thing that I wanted to point out on this, it is not uncommon for the leader to get wrecked on the final lap. It's not uncommon because what you saw was the front end of the 43 car in Eric Jones not lining up correctly with the rear end of Hocevar. And that's where you saw it go straight left because he tagged the right rear corner. But more importantly, it's Daytona. It's the nature of restrictor plate racing where you have 20, 30 cars in a pack.
Yeah.
And best part is this upcoming Sunday, they're in Atlanta. Another restrictor plate.
Yeah. Now, because of the new format, Do you think there was more aggression there on that final lap to cause these crashes, and everyone's really going because every race is its own entity?
Mm-hmm.
No. I do not believe the fact that this is now a 26 race season and a 10 race playoff. I don't believe there was more aggression because of the new format. I believe that it is the same level of both aggression and respect of the race that led to that much more desire.
Because of the stature of the day and what it resembled that day in particular.
Yes.
Understood. Listen, NASCAR, it's going to be exciting. It really is. And for those who don't watch NASCAR and might think it's a joke, I mean, I'm sure you guys played Gran Turismo and wanted to hook up a nice car. This is cool, bro. This is some good stuff, and they're really patriotic and, all that good stuff.
There is no unique feeling that can emulate going 200 miles an hour in a 3,500 pound rocket, for lack of better words.
In a packed field, in a packed race.
Yes.
All those guys doing it and making it exciting, drifting and doing this and that. Got to be a good driver.
Like they did the math. Do you realize that they are experiencing upwards of 10 G's of force acting on the body when they're turning into turn 1 at Daytona?
That's a lot of force. Really quickly, I don't want
to F-22 for comparison, a pilot of an F-16, and you can go look at Dr. Mike when he rode or flew in an F-16. That experience is 8 G's.
Wow.
And 8 G's, that'll put you to sleep.
And even to compare yourself to that, really quickly, how many NASCAR racetracks are in this country? Do you know offhand?
24.
Okay, cool.
That are on the schedule, at least.
Any Northeast tracks?
Watkins Glen and Pocono. And New Hampshire and Dover.
All right. See, I'm going to start getting into it. I like it.
If for you, Mr. Gargi, I would highly recommend Pocono.
Yeah, and it's only 2 hours.
Pocono's in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, 2-hour drive.
Yeah, it's about 2.5 hours for me.
Yeah.
So we should do a show live from Pocono.
We really should, though, and then flash out tickets for the races as well. Both horses and cars.
So for me, I will do what I can because it's late, but I might be able to swing my way into Austin for Circuit of the Americas.
Ooh.
If not Circuit of the Americas, then I can definitely go to Texas Motor Speedway in Fort Worth in May.
I'm down for that.
But they keep expanding the schedule to include more racetracks, more different styles of racing that the drivers get exposed to. It's like last year they went to Mexico City to go do the Aerodome out in Mexico for the Cup race.
Okay.
But like I said earlier, expansion's in the air, good baby. And we've got some expansion going on in the NBA, good sir. Where are we expanding back to?
Oh, man, I can't believe this.
Oh, man. Okay, so I guess we're swapping segments here, but
we're going to do a flip-flop, hippity-hop.
Flip-flop, hippity-hop. All right, so let's go over to ESPN.
I can't read.
That's a sin.
Hey, Michael Jordan's somewhere involved in this.
We'll get you a tutor to speak English and read.
Exactly. All right. This is from ESPN. Las Vegas, for the first time, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver laid out a definitive timeline for domestic expansion, saying a decision will be made over whether to proceed sometime in 2026. Quote, I'd say in terms of domestic expansion, that is something we're continuing to look at. Well, that's going to happen because the way that the conferences are split up are really stupid.
You knew something was coming sooner than later.
Yeah, exactly. It said news conference for the NBA Cup final between the Knicks and the Spurs. So this was a couple months ago. It's like, it's not a secret we're looking at this market in Las Vegas. We're looking at Seattle. We looked at other markets as well. I'd say it'd be sensitive about this notion that we're somehow teasing the markets because we know we've been talking about it for a while. So outside of those two cities, what other two cities? Actually, let's do 4.
All right. 4?
Yeah. So I'll do one, you do one, Navasa, you do one, and then we'll all collectively do one. So the first one that I'm going to say outside of that I think would be a great city would be Buffalo.
Hmm.
Hold on,
Buffalo.
you already said that. You already said that they're already looking at Seattle and Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Buffalo up there. Gargi, what you got?
I mean, I'm going to stick. I like Kansas City, man. I think
Great sports town.
Yeah, I mean, they're right in the heart of the country. I think they could stir it up. And if I believe so correctly, did the Sacramento Kings, were they in Kansas City at one time and then shipped over to Sacramento?
Yes.
So Kansas City was relevant in the NBA at some point. So I'll go with Kansas City.
Okay. I go with Nashville because you've already got the Predators in the Bridgestone Arena. And how many hockey teams play on a basketball court and vice versa?
So you're looking to share an arena?
For the short term.
Okay.
But Nashville, you already know that the state of Tennessee is going to receive at least one extra electoral vote come the 2030 census because of how many people are moving to Tennessee as a whole, with the primary part being Nashville. So there is an expanding market there, much like how Vegas had an expanding market.
Okay. Now, if a team had to move, right? If a team had to get up and say, hey, listen, you got to ship up and ship out, it's got to be the Brooklyn Nets, man. You got to go back to Jersey and get out of here.
No.
Oh, my goodness.
No!
I'm sure people agree. What do you got? So Nashville, Buffalo, and Kansas City.
All right. So, I mean, those are some great sports towns as well. But if the three of us were going to start a franchise, and we're going to put our money together, put our heads together, what little money that we have, which city outside of the ones we've mentioned and outside of Seattle and Las Vegas? It's not going to be in Texas. It can't be in California. Can't be in New York.
Right.
For us, where would you want to start?
I mean, what about Connecticut?
No.
They got money. They got a lot of money. They don't have
Boston reigns supreme up there. Well, Connecticut's like half Boston, half New York. So, I mean, they're pretty much saturated. There was actually a city that you mentioned earlier before we started the show, Gargi.
Oh, refresh. Cincinnati?
Pittsburgh.
Oh, Pittsburgh.
That was me.
Oh, it was you.
Yeah, he said Pittsburgh.
You're damn right it was me.
Yeah.
Now,
Did you take
if I were to be
Well, get out of here with that crap. Really, bro? Really?
Love you, bro.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, if I wanted to be a complete dipshit, I would actually vote for Norfolk and just have the entire NBA team play on the aircraft carrier.
Oh, man.
Rain, sunshine, hurricane, tidal wave, whatever, right?
Don't worry, it's on an aircraft carrier. There's seats.
Now, regarding Vegas, you know they're upcoming. I mean, they got their hands in a whole bunch of major sports teams. Soccer with the Galaxy. They got the Raiders. So now they're going to have an NBA team, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
You guys keep talking. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Well, you like the fit for Vegas, Navas, to have an NBA team? Or is it going to be crazy with this gambling stuff?
Well, that's part and parcel of any team moving to Vegas.
Yeah.
Now, what is going to be interesting, though, is Vegas will be one of the few cities in the U.S. that actually has a team in all four sports between NFL, NBA, MLB, and NHL.
Touch them all.
And the best part is that The first team to move to Vegas was not MLB, was not NFL. It was NHL.
Hmm.
Vegas, the Vegas Golden Knights were the first team to play in Vegas as a professional team.
Yeah.
And then came the Vegas Raiders. Sorry, I brain farted.
That's
Then
okay.
came the Vegas Raiders. Soon we will now have the Vegas Athletics.
So that's
or
the
just
name.
the
They have the
Athletics.
name. They have this potential name already.
Well, they're still going to keep the Athletics, but a judge went ahead and ruled against the team for the Vegas Athletics.
Yeah. So sayonara, Oakland.
Oh, it's already been. Like
Yeah.
the Howard Terminal in Oakland, they couldn't get that up and running, so frick it.
You know,
And besides, who the hell wants to pay the jock tax in California?
when you're a road team and you're going into the Coliseum to play the A's in baseball, it's like going into Salvation Army. I mean, that
Yes.
place is wretched, and wretched for years.
No, it ain't wretched. It is ratchet.
Well, wasn't that the same stadium that the Raiders played in?
For a while, yes, but
yeah,
that was with Candlestick.
No,
Well,
that
the
wasn't
Niners,
Candlestick.
no, the Niners and Giants did Candlestick.
Oh, excuse me, I'm wrong.
That's okay.
But no, I was telling Mr. Gargi here that Vegas, if yes, Hardy,
Yes, sir.
but
Top
no,
off.
I was telling Gargi here that Vegas will become one of the few cities in the U.S. which will have a team in all 4 sports.
They got the hand in the cookie jar.
And Vegas, being a sports town, actually started with the NHL. They did not start with the NFL, not the NBA, not the MLB. NHL started Vegas as a sports town.
Now, did they make it to the Stanley Cup in their first season?
Yes,
They
and
did.
they damn near won it.
How about that?
So Vegas being on the up and up, completely agree. I can see it. However, Vegas is very susceptible to the disposable income rabbit hole. So as the economy goes, so too does Vegas. So if you see disposable spending going down, Vegas gets hit first and the hardest. So it is a catch-22.
Then they
But-
tighten the slots up even worse for us players.
Well, it depends. It depends because they get so many visitors every single year. I mean, outside of like LA, New York, Chicago,
Miami.
Miami, outside of those, I mean, Vegas, Orlando, San Diego, like those places get a lot of people every single year.
And,
And if you notice last year, if you looked at some of the Raiders games, you go in there and it was literally like a home team for the away.
yeah.
Yes.
And a lot of the percentage of those people that do visit are really reckless with their money. So it's going to be good for
Just
Vegas.
a little.
Vegas will get their money one way or another.
That's right. That is correct.
But yeah, expansion is in the air for the NBA. Candidly, I don't know how Portland is still able to make money. I don't see it.
I like their arena. I like the Rose Garden. They don't play at the Rose Garden anymore, or is they just changed the name? I like that.
I'm not
idea.
sure, but I got a video on like what happens. And I remember when Vegas or the Golden Knights expanded into Vegas, they had an expansion draft, right?
Yes, they did.
So,
To
but
create-
a lot of people don't know how an expansion draft
Works.
actually works, right?
Correct.
I just
believe-
thought
go ahead.
about this. I just thought about it. The last 2 teams to expand in the NHL were Vegas and Seattle. Who are the rumored teams to be for the NBA expansion? Seattle and Vegas.
Oh, look at this. Coinkadink.
So now we already have an MLB team in Seattle, the biggest dick punch team MLB has ever produced. I'm sorry, Mariners. Toronto saved you from misery.
Oh, man. Ugh,
They totally
If
did.
you,
yeah.
if you saw the 2025 MLB World Series, that was pain.
It really was. Well, anyways, if you guys were trying to figure out exactly how that works, got just a video for you. And it didn't start. Why is that?
What would happen during an NBA expansion draft? The NBA is considering adding 2 new teams to the league, such as a Las Vegas team, as well as maybe bringing back the Seattle Supersonics. If this happens, it would trigger an expansion draft so that these new franchises can get NBA-ready players from the get-go. During an expansion draft, the other 30 NBA teams can only protect 8 players on their roster. The remaining 4 to 7 are up for grabs for the new teams. The new teams will take turns picking players from the unprotected pile until they have a full roster of their own. They then would receive a set of first-round lottery picks and full rights to NBA free agency. Expansion drafts have happened a few times in NBA history, like when Miami, Orlando, and the Bobcats became new franchises, and it might happen again in the near future. So think about your favorite NBA team. Which 8 NBA players would you protect, and which 4 would you be okay with letting go to Seattle or Vegas? Also, if 2 new Western Conference teams are formed, it is likely that the Pelicans and Grizzlies will become Eastern Conference teams.
Now, I was thinking about this because it's both Vegas and Seattle. They're going to be expansion teams.
Yeah.
Do you realize the series of knock-on effects that are going to happen because of the NBA being now a bigger part? Do you realize what's going to happen?
Tell us.
The big winner out of this is actually going to be the Pac-12.
It's going to extend. It's going to leak into college.
Oh, it ain't going to leak. It's not going to leak. It's going to flood.
It's going to flood into a different sport, collegiately.
Because Gonzaga is now going to be a part of the Pac-12 for the 2026 college basketball season. Gonzaga is in Washington State. And then on top of that, it makes Las Vegas that much more important for the Pac-12 to make their hub instead of Los Angeles.
Perfect word. Hub. Exactly. Really quickly, before I draw a blank here, and there it is. The blank has been drawn.
we're all
old timers
here. We're all professionals here.
Oh, here we go. Isn't there a Las Vegas Aces in women's NBA?
Mm-hmm.
There is.
So how does that work?
It won't be the Las Vegas Aces. It's just the logo that they use to represent.
So it's definitely the Athletics.
Well, the Athletics are for baseball.
Oh, there you go. And again, old timers.
Old timers with Alzheimer's. That's what the show's
double combo.
Yeah, look, all I would hope for is that there is the Las Vegas Blackjacks.
Oh, that's a nice name.
Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be really nice.
But,
all right. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Las Vegas Cheaters.
No, the Las Vegas Tankers.
Really quickly, since we're still in the NBA realm, did you hear that Kevin Durant told a reporter to get off his Dickerson? Everyone's still trying to consume this Dickerson situation. I think he just nicely told the lady to buck off.
We might have to call Eric Dickerson and let him know he might be a meme now.
ED.
Also, Roma's face earlier is like, why the heck am I working with these two people?
Listen, if I'm Vegas, I don't want Bronny. And
God, no.
Please no. Like, I'll revoke my pick. You could take him. I'll skip around. I'll be short a guy starting the league. I don't care. I'll scoop someone up on the unrestricted list, as you would say.
Jeez.
But go ahead.
All right, so let's real quick. We got 2 minutes here.
Yeah.
Let's come up with one of the NBA expansion teams starting lineup. All right, so which means we're going to have to decide who's going to be the 8, and we have to go all across the league. Let's see if we can do this in 2 minutes. All right.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to start with teams that are deep. All right, and that are young and talented.
That's what she said.
I'm going to start with even my own team in the Orlando Magic. And the first starter that I'm going to pull from the Orlando Magic is going to be Jet Howard. Juwan Howard's son. Sharpshooter.
Yeah.
Ready to start.
He's got a good shot.
We got all that teams. Now, you know who else is going to get rated? Is going to be the Oklahoma City Thunder.
You like Wallace and Wiggins and all these kids?
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to tell you what, if there's one good thing about the expansion is that it's going to break up some of these teams that have gotten all that talent because of stupid trades.
Yeah, and it's funny you said OKC. You're actually on the ball there because when they do lose one or two of these guys and maybe both, they still have Isaiah Joe. I mean, so they got a backup reserve just in case. They'll re-advise their team if teams get plucked, but that's a good team right there.
All right, so you said Isaiah Joe. So, all right, so we got Jet Howard, Isaiah Joe. That's your backcourt. Who's next?
Okay. I have an idea, and it is stupid as hell. But it would be like a 300 IQ play if they did this. So, you know the Washington Wizards, they just did a massive trade to get Anthony Davis, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are the odds that they don't protect Anthony Davis and he gets drafted to one of the expansion teams?
That would be a win-win for everybody.
Because it immediately alleviates a $54 million salary on the Wizards. And whoever's the expansion team gets Anthony Davis. Like, it almost seems like a 300 IQ play no one saw coming.
All right, so
well, that's funny you mentioned the Wizards. Go ahead. Go ahead, AK.
All right, so we got Isaiah Joe, we got Jet Howard, we got Anthony Davis.
Okay.
I got to think of another.
I want to stay on the Wizards and swap Davis.
You're going to swap Davis?
Yeah, for
okay.
Bilal Holiday.
I'm going to say here's the first superstar off the list. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Wow. Where are you getting your inside information here? The perfect guy wants out.
He wants out.
Build around
the team
him.
has no way to move him. That is instant off the books.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, hey, I have another name for you. He resides in Portland, and his name's Scooter Henderson.
What position does he play?
Point guard. Now, we have a small forward, we have a shooting guard, and we have a power forward. And you have a... Yeah, you have
two power forwards.
You have two power forwards now, so we need somebody to run the point.
Either one of them can play center.
Yeah, so we need someone to run the point here. So I'm thinking that, or you can go to Utah and grab Isaiah Collier.
They're not letting Collier go.
No, right?
He'll be because they're going to protect the top 8 players.
Okay,
right. So Collier is going to be in those top 8.
What about Ace Bailey? Utah shooting guard, 7th man off the mat. He comes.
Well, they've already invested in him, but Utah has got a bunch of big guys that they can have run off the bench. I mean, the thing is that the NBA now, the talent gap between the best player in the NBA and the worst player in the NBA is significantly closer now in the last 20 years. Right?
Except for one man.
Except for one guy.
And his name's Bronny James. He doesn't even make the worst list. He doesn't exist.
I mean, could you imagine if the Lakers were like, Bron, we're not protecting you?
I mean, listen, Daddy's almost done. Daddy's almost retiring, so you're going to have to grow up now.
So Bron, Anthony Davis, and Giannis are all going to be on the same team with Yo, could you imagine that shit?
All right. Now, Navasa has no idea who these players are, and he knows it's a disaster.
No, I barely know who Bronny is, i.e. G League refuse. Couple that with Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis being traded to the Dallas Mavericks for Luka has to be Herschel Walker levels of disaster. Or Ricky Williams levels of disaster trading.
You remember that? They traded him from New Orleans to the Dolphins.
Yeah, and then he just started smoking mad hemp.
He could probably still play right now.
He was in great shape, that dude. He was cool, calm, and collective, as you would say.
Cool, calm, collected.
It's one of those
Sure.
it's like a what if story, right? The what if story with him, the what if story with Josh. What's his name? Josh Gordon.
Oh, from Cleveland.
Yeah, like if he could have
supposed to be like the LeBron of football.
Dude, you remember those 2 games he had back to back where he went for like 270 yards and then like 230? It was the first time in NBA or NFL history that any receiver went for back to back 200-yard games.
Absolutely. Now, who threw him those balls? Baker. Get your Mayfield on.
Was it Baker?
Rookie season.
Wow. He's still young. He probably could have still been in the league right now. But anyways, we've gone way over in time, so let's. I hate it when it does this. Stop it.
Association.
Well, I think it's a huge deal because when you work on a CBA, which they're going to be doing come December 1st, even if you're the owners and you say, you know what, this is good for us because they're in disarray, and they are, you want the other side to be on top of it so that both of you know who you're each talking to and you know where the positions are. And remember, I don't think Bruce Meyer is beloved from the owner's side. Meyer is the guy who they hired, the Player Association, a few years ago, who probably will take over, who wanted to miss games the last lockout 5 years ago to get a better deal from the players, had his executive council vote 8-0 to veto the agreement in March, and then the rank and file Players Association reps 26-4 take the deal. And they were going to fire Meyer 2 years ago before Clark saved his bacon and said, you can't fire me, he's going to stay. So there's a lot of disclarity, whatever the phrase I'm looking for, regarding the Players Association, and I think that's a bad sign for an agreement. The players are going to be bouncing around trying to find somebody. He's going to want to show how tough he is. The owners are not going to know that much about him. It's going to be a lot of I think it's an absolute mess.
I disagree.
Dude, like,
yeah.
First of all, that guy's definitely from New York.
That's Mike. He's Mad Dog, Chris Russo. He used to be Mike in the Mad Dog. So I'm actually pretty disappointed in that part of the interview. And then I'm going to talk about the end of the interview, which is really disturbing. But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, this is definitely this is going to be an issue.
Yeah.
Over the next couple of months, right? Because the next person up is going to have to assume all these responsibilities and have to know what Tony Clark was thinking, what he was trying to do, what he thought was going to be best. I mean, this next guy can come in and basically be like, I'm not doing that. I'm going to do what I want.
Yeah. Understood. There's a couple of positives here. One, you're getting somebody who was dipping their hands in the pocket of the players and the union's funds for his own, desires. And, he was also fired for sexual misconduct in the workplace. Unfortunately, he was sleeping with his brother's wife. So that's disturbing, in its own. Supposedly, he put this lady, gave her a job, stuck her in an office, maybe in Virginia, I believe. She was a worker there in a small office who did nothing. She made $65K. He gave her a 20% raise to bump her up to about $89, $90K for a person who doesn't do nothing. And I believe the national raise is 2% for all Americans, I believe, kind of, when you get a raise in typical fashion. So 20% is a flag right there. Dipping in the pocket there. Sexual misconduct there. The guy's been there 10 years. Now, the good thing is this guy Myers, who's stepping in, was actually part of this union group. I believe he's a lawyer and had knowledge of stuff to do. Doesn't need to flex his muscles. So Russo's wrong there. He's already there. He knows the people there. They will respect him stepping in an emergency role. I believe he will do his due diligence. He's not a stupid person. And the bottom line is, at the end of this interview, I don't know if we have it, but Chris Russo says that by him sleeping with his brother's wife, he sees nothing wrong with it. Now, for you to come out and say something like that, I don't know what type of person you are, but I think there is something wrong with that, even life in general. So that's my take of it.
Yeah, we got some guys talking about this. Let's see. Let me pull it up here.
It's the biggest betrayal you could think of.
He's a loser.
From on all accounts.
Yeah.
The only one worse would be if he was banging the mother-in-law. Right. That would maybe be a bigger betrayal.
How do you even, like, how does that unfold? You know what I mean?
They're hanging out a lot. They see each other a lot.
Horny.
Horny. Mega
he has
horny.
a bad relationship
Horned
with the wife. He complains to the sister, and
sounds like somebody's watched some pornos.
Yeah. But I mean,
I've got a sister-in-law.
Yeah, I have a sister-in-law too.
Yeah, I got a sister-in-law.
And
I look at her as family.
Yeah, your family.
Of course, you're normal
because you're wired correctly.
Yeah.
Right. Well, sometimes.
Even if things between my wife and I were terrible, and we were heading to Splitsville, and I was looking to dabble outside, it wouldn't be with her sister.
This guy, he's in trouble, unfortunately, and borderline Hall of Famer. I don't even think he had the numbers to eclipse the talk of Hall of Fame stature, Tony Clark. Great Tiger, all that good stuff. Terrible person.
Yeah. I mean, and then where do you go from here?
Yeah, and it's bad enough because MLB is going to strike at the end of this season. So who's part of the strike? The players' union. What do we? So this is just craziness right now.
I was doing some schmoogling in the background. And do you guys remember a GM by the name of Kim Ng?
Clippers?
No. She was the general manager of the Florida Marlins.
Okay.
And she was able to turn the Florida Marlins into not only a winning record team, but damn near making the playoffs in just 2 years as GM. And then she got sacked. She would have been a perfect union rep to run the MLBPA.
Okay.
However, after doing some schmoogling, she is now the commissioner of the AUSL, the American Unified Softball League. And if baseball goes the way that we think it's going to go, and it's going to be locked out for the 2027 season, I believe there's going to be a whole lot of new softball fans being made out of necessity.
Yeah, and as you would say, it'll be a league of their own.
You son of a bitch!
I would think if you're going to lead a union, you would have to have some type of business degree.
Well, I don't believe I don't believe in credentialism. So I wholeheartedly disagree with the degree concept.
Okay.
I would speak more to like an artist. Your portfolio speaks for itself.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're able to run a business, if you're able to run a team, that means that you are capable of managing the players.
Yeah.
But that's just me being.
Yeah, no, that's cool. So question. So since he resigned and threw in the white towel, he's still eligible for retirement. But as far as I'm concerned, indicted.
Yeah.
There'll be
but
no retirement.
you also got to remember, you got to remember, you can indict a ham sandwich. Unless you're in Washington, D.C., then you can't indict anything.
Well, then there you go.
Yep, we'll just leave it at that.
The old district.
But yeah, so to
It's all
close
that
that out,
wizard magic.
So to close that out, where do you think the MLB goes next season?
On the couch. I think for at least the whole season, and I hope they come back after that. But it might be a 2-year hiatus, dude. I don't know what these guys are going to do to stay in shape. This is going to be crazy, man.
And the thing is that MLB players per capita make the most money.
Yeah, I mean,
out of every sport, which is so weird because they're like the third most popular sport.
But they play every day. They have the longest schedule. Their season's like 7 months long. You know what I mean? And every day's a they travel on planes 60 times a year. So
that makes sense.
And on top of all that, MLB contracts are fully guaranteed.
Yes, they are. Yeah. So
like
a lot of these. Go ahead. I'll let you go.
Like the Shohei Ohtani deal. The reason why Shohei is being paid next to nothing for like the first 10 years of his contract is the fact that come 2035, 2040, the Dodgers are going to be writing him $50, $60 million checks with tiers and rings. Because they already got 2.
He's lucky because he should be in jail, as far as I'm concerned.
No, man, it was
all on his translator.
He's got a fall guy.
He's
got a fall guy. They say that in rap all the time.
And that's why they said we're not going to pay you for 10 years because we know what you did. So you'll suffer a little bit with the minor contract, and then you'll get blessed.
Now, here's the thing. You guys are familiar with Bobby Bonilla Day.
I love it. Every day in the paper, I say once a year, I see his face.
July 1st.
1.2 million.
July 1st.
Why does every team in the MLB not have their own Bobby Bonilla Day?
Well, in the NBA, no. I think there's one in the NHL. He played goalie for the Islanders.
You know what? They actually did this in the NFL, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Did they? With who?
With Tom Brady. That's how they were. That's how they were able to keep him and keep all of that offense together. Is because what they did was they forewent money that actually ended this year, which is probably part of the reason why they went 8-9.
And they added Gronk. They were able to add Gronk.
They were able to add Gronk and all that other stuff because they pushed money into the following 3 seasons after his contract. So they took that hit every single year.
Okay.
So that he could do that. That's why Baker signed at not a minimum deal, but half as much.
Restructured.
Rick DiPietro, the goalie of the Islanders, I believe he signed a 20-year contract for like $100 million and then retired 3 years later, and they gave him like half of SNY or something like that.
That's understood and understandable. Now, there is one other option the owners are going to absolutely despise, but it might actually work in their favor. So, are you familiar with how the Packers are technically publicly owned?
Yeah, by the city, the people that live in the city.
No,
really?
Not quite the people in the city.
Is it like the newspaper company owns it?
No. There are actual shares of Green Bay Packers ownership.
I've got friends that have shares.
Is that an IFO? Is that called like an IFO or something?
IPO?
IPO?
No. It's not quite an IPO in the traditional sense, but what it is it's almost like a bond sale, but instead of raising bond money, you're raising shares. And you can buy a share of the Packers. It's not quite legally binding that you can actually make decisions of the team, but it's a piece of ownership to the team for certain aspects and benefits.
Pound revenue.
Do that for teams like Colorado, Miami, the small market teams. The one that would actually be the most successful doing that would be the Kansas City Royals.
Mm-hmm.
And
you will fill out the seats every single night.
Yeah. Sally Perez will come off the books too. You'll be good.
Yeah. Could you imagine owning a share and then you get half off on tickets and merchandise and
as a season
all day, all night, wrecked. Hot dogs hanging out of my face.
in your ears and shit.
Yeah, like, yo, what up? IPO, bro.
First off, it's Gargi Chestnut over here. You got Joey Chestnut. Now you got Gargi Chestnut, his cousin.
I love it.
Oh, man. By the way, I am crushing my money lines right now.
Oh hell yeah, bro!
I am crushing it. I just tripled up.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Yeah, the Celtics just dropped 75 at the half. Let's go.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at it right now. I already won that one. I still got one more left. I got that. I got the Magic. It's halftime. They're up by 9. And then I got the Denver Nuggets. It's tied with the Clippers, but the Clippers aren't. There's no way they're going to be able to hold off the next 2 quarters.
Clippers have been playing good before the break, but I think the Nuggets are going to win this.
Yeah, because
on the road favorites going in. Come on.
Yeah, and they traded off. They traded what's the James Harden?
Yeah, he's on Cleveland now, bro. And they added Benedict.
I'm so mad about that.
Candidate.
I'm so mad because now Cleveland's going to be right back up at the top again because of it.
That was perfect for Cleveland, man. Listen, I would say that's bad for the Knicks, but the Knicks can't get out of their own way, and they can't beat Detroit. So I don't know what to do anymore.
Yeah, they can't beat Detroit. They can't beat Orlando. Like, what's
Yo, I'm gonna, and Jalen Brunson's free agent at the end of next season, and they're talking a $400 million extension. So
for a guy that's 5'10".
Yeah, he took a salary cut a few years back to build this team, so they owe him. But the number's coming up close to 400, bro.
Woo! Can I get some of that contract?
No.
Can I get some
No.
of that?
You
And he's
will
got
not
a
get
half,
some of that
and he's got a
contract.
half an ankle.
Yeah, I know. Especially at his size. Like, I don't know how much longer he's going to last. I mean, he's a bowling ball, but I mean, you saw people like Isaiah Thomas and it start breaking down. You run them into the ground one season and that's it. They can't do anything else after that.
Yeah, I love Sam Cassell. I was a Sam Cassell. Because like Sam, I Cassell.
That's funny. All right, guys. You can find us at... Oh, go ahead.
I will leave you with this. The last bit of expansion that's been going on that we didn't get a chance to talk about was the college football playoff expansion proposed by the Big Ten to make it 24 teams.
Well, we'll see if we get votes. It's a proposal on the table.
Also, Chicago Bears are moving to Gary, Indiana.
Caleb Williams.
Gary, Indiana. Oh, man.
I had a lot of fun.
I did. All right. So, like, comment, and subscribe. Go to riseofmiddleamerica.com. See our myriad of shows. You got up here in the upper right-hand corner. That is our socials. Down at the bottom, all of our ugly faces. And you can show your support by going to the Roma merch shop. Get yourself some merch. PayPal at the bottom. Make a monetary contribution. Keep the lights on. Share this show with your friends. All right, guys. I might see you next week. I think I have something I'm doing with another group, possibly, but I'm not sure which day it's going to lie on. But if it's not on next Thursday, I'll be here. If not, you guys will know.
On us?
No.
Listen, me and Navas could run the submarine right into the ground. You ready?
Yeah, right. Yep. You guys will have a producer helping you guys out.
Perfect.
If needed.
An alleged producer.
Allegedly. All right.
No,
like, comment, subscribe.
I need to meet you one of these days here, boss. And it better be May.
It'll probably be March. But
I know.
We'll go from there. See you guys
later.
later.
Soon enough.